Hello foodies, and welcome back to another recipe episode on this channel. I've been doing a lot of savory dishes lately and I was very much in the mood for making something sweet. As I've mentioned in previous vlogs, I've been trying to cut down on the amount of added sugar, processed sugar that I consume in my diet. This was something I thought would be a wonderful way to have something that's very sweet and delicious, but isn't too bad for you. I mean, it's a lot of fruit that goes into the sweetness of it. And of course, what I'm talking about is a mixed berry crumble. I decided to turn once again to this marvelous cookbook, Run Fast, Eat Slow. The recipe is relatively easy. There's not a lot of steps. It's not very complicated. It's already gluten-free and vegan, so I don't have to change anything. There's no substitutions, no things that I'm leaving out. Super easy. First, I'll run through the ingredients super quickly. There's 3 cups of strawberries. I think they probably wanted fresh strawberries. I just went for the frozen strawberries because frozen fruit tends to be cheaper than the room temperature strawberries and fruit you find in the produce section. There's also 3 cups of blueberries, so 6 cups in total of fruit. We have 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. There's 2 tablespoons of tapioca flour. Of course, there's rolled oats that go on top of the fruit while the crumble is baking in the oven. There's 3/4 of a cup of these rolled oats in this recipe. 1/2 cup of almond flour. 2 of my favorite spices are in this recipe. There's a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. Definitely a highlight for me, there's 1/2 cup of pecans. And then for the last few ingredients, there's a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/3 cup of maple syrup, and this is a jar of homemade maple syrup that I got for Christmas 2023. Last but not least, we've got 1/4 cup of coconut oil to bring it all together. The first step of this recipe is to get your oven preheated to 400 degrees. It's almost there. I think it's at 395, so you might hear the beep go momentarily. I'll show you quickly the dish that I'll be putting everything into. I'm sure you just heard the beep, so my oven is all ready to go, and this will be getting in there very soon. Sorry, limited for space on my countertop. The recipe says to line a baking sheet, so I did that here. And then the fruit, the oats, everything is going to be cooking / baking in this, I want to say it's a 9x13 glass baking dish. I'm just gonna scoot those over to the side so I have room to get mixing everything together. To summarize how this recipe works, there's essentially 2 phases for putting the ingredients together. The first phase involves getting the fruit ready, so I'll be mixing the strawberries, the blueberries, the lemon juice, and the tapioca flour in a bowl that I have right over here. You mix them all together and then you dump that into the glass baking dish. The second phase of this recipe is simply taking all of the remaining ingredients, so the pecans, the almond flour, the coconut oil, the spices, getting them all mixed together in this mixing bowl, the very same one that the fruit was mixed together in. You take that mixture once it's all evenly mixed up, dump it on top of the fruit, and you spread it evenly on top, and you put the whole thing into the oven. With that, I'm gonna get started on the fruit mixture. I'll move on to the oat crumble topping. I'll show you everything as I go along, and then the final product when it comes out of the oven. Oh my goodness, this berry crisp smells divine. Let's just not waste any time. I'm gonna dive right into this. Actually, first, let me give you a close-up. I did take some footage of this coming out of the oven. Just take a look at this gorgeous, gorgeous oatmeal berry crisp. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I'll start with that for now. I know I'm gonna love it because I've had crisps like this before. Man, that crisp on top is so good. I do love fruit desserts because it feels like you're getting in your servings of fruit, but you're also enjoying a bit of dessert and something sweet. What I'm trying to say is, this doesn't feel that indulgent at all. One thing I love about crisp is you can eat it for breakfast too. It's like baked oatmeal with some like cooked soupy fruit underneath. Of course, I'm gonna be eating some of this for breakfast tomorrow and then probably dessert too. If you've stuck around to the very end of this episode, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this instructive, entertaining. Maybe you're considering making a berry crisp for yourself. I'm gonna wrap this up, pop it in the fridge for breakfast tomorrow, get this all cleaned up, and get to bed because I am full and satisfied with that. As always, take care and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!